roots, which is why we redesigned it this year the way we did. It's not, I mean, even more than a campaign, now it's become a communications platform for other campaigns. So it is very much grassroots still, it is very much real action oriented. Think of Say No as a way to really make all the work that we are collectively doing on ending violence against women to broadcast that picture. Because there is, like I said, there is so much work that is going on the issue, but it hasn't yet been shown, it hasn't yet been pulled together and broadcasted out to a global audience to show what is the whole gamut of work going on ending violence against women. And the actions reported on Say No are online, but also many of them are offline. Many of our partners are really grassroots local organizations who are going to police officers and training them, or who are going out to schools and children and doing workshops with them, or who are doing awareness raising events with community members and talking about the issue. I have another question here. Chrissy M. She writes, which type of social media platforms do you think is most effective in generating actions to date? Um, Social media itself is pretty wide. And when I speak of social media, I often also use it interchangeably to mean online media. But in terms of social networking sites, Facebook is something that is incredibly powerful as an advocacy tool right now. Say No right now has about over 10,000 fans and followers on Facebook and Twitter. So Facebook and Twitter are the two social networking sites that we have focused on so far, but with the view of expanding. Um, Blogs are extremely important. These are new ways that people get their news these days. And how we work is every time, if you as an organization had an action, had an activity or an event, and you put that story up on Say No, what happens behind the scene is the Say No team takes that story, takes it to influential bloggers all over the world, and really pitches that story out to them so that bloggers then write about that issue, write about your event, write about your activity, and then your work gets that much more visibility. And if it is an action that other people can join you, it becomes a way for you to reach more people to really get engaged with the work that you're doing. Hey, okay, Erica from the United States asks, as someone who has not really been active in taking steps towards preventing violence against women and girls but would like to, where do you suggest people start? I would suggest start locally. Find out if you want to talk, if you want to work on the issue, find out what are the initiatives ongoing. There are many organizations in the United States working on the issue, whether it is through direct service like shelter providers, or domestic violence organizations working with survivors of violence directly, or there are advocacy organizations like big and small, like I talked about Women Thrive Worldwide, there's Amnesty International, Family Violence Prevention Fund, Equality Now. These are all Say No partners who have actions up on our website. They work on changing policies at the US levels as well as internationally, in order to get laws implemented, in order to improve laws, or in order to get the adequate resources and programs in place to assist survivors of violence. So you could find out what they are doing by going to www.saynotoviolence.org. Check out some of the actions posted, check out some of the news posted, and you might see some initiative that looks like, oh wow, I could probably join this and make a difference. And please go ahead and do that then. World Without FGM asks, we recently started a new organization to work towards ending FGM worldwide, but we are brand new and lack resources. How do we link with larger organizations' campaigns to increase our effectiveness? Well, for organizations that are just starting up or even community based initiatives, SANO really does provide a unique way of engagement. You do not even have to have a website. We all know how important web presence is, whether it is important in your local context or not. You do need donors to know. You do need a larger audience to know about your work. Um, so I would say you can start by starting an action page on Sano. And when I talk about action pages, these are like your own web space. Within the Sano website, if you logged in, you would have a free account and you would be given a form or a template, an online template, which asks very simple questions like what is the name of your organization, what is the title of your initiative, what kind of initiative is it, write a short summary, 2 paragraphs about what you're doing, write about how you would like people to support your cause, and then you save that, and that becomes a whole web page that has all of your information, and it can tell people what you're doing about your work, and it can allow people to join you virtually as well as in person. Sharmini from Malaysia is late to the webinar. She missed your introduction. She asked, please tell us how SADO campaign response has been thus far. Very happy to report that the response has been absolutely fantastic and overwhelming sometimes, really. I mean, it's incredible the kind of work that's going on around the world, and to see that come live on Sano is so gratifying. Just to give you a sense, we launched in 2009, November, in Kenya actually. We had a global launch in Kenya, and thereafter, within the first 4 months of the campaign, about 65,000 unique visitors have been on the website from 192 countries. So it's really gone global in terms of its reach. Um, we have in 10 months, I'm sorry, in 4 months, we have over 10,000 fans and followers on social media, on Facebook and Twitter. Um, we have we set a goal of reaching 100,000 actions by March of this year, and we actually ended up reaching 200,000 actions, double of that, within that short period of time. So this has been an incredible response. And it goes to show that people are using the website extensively, and they are using the campaign platform to really showcase their work, which is incredible. How is print media helping you in reaching out to grassroots for this campaign? Well, print, in terms of media overall, every time there is an interesting initiative recorded on Sano, I mentioned this earlier as well, there is a team within UNIFEM that works to reach out to media outlets. We talk about what happened, we show them the action pages, we encourage them to report on it,